pondering, if not this, then what? When it comes to life decisions that will result in you shifting perspectives, relationships, jobs, careers, friends, you name it. A strange thing will begin to happen unto itself. The list almost begins to write itself. It's as if the moment your consciousness sets up the proposition to the cosmos, which is also you, that something else has to be awaiting you, something that brings more fulfillment. Things begin to unfold behind the scenes that allow you to experience this. This is what I would like to call the ping. Now, there are some aspects of the ping that may ring a bell in the hall of memories. Looking back to those moments where unhappiness began to rear itself in your reality, and with a clear intention, you sent a thought projectile into the womb of the cosmos, seeding it with an experience that, by a series of events, eventually untangled you from the ropes that you found yourself in. Now, as with any signal, there is the matter of intensity that has to be taken into consideration. The intensity of the signal itself, as well as how tuned the receiver is to receive such a signal. Many factors can be weaved into this relationship of the signal and receiver, such as, has the receiver fully identified with the reality of its existence? Meaning, has the receiver accepted that it is the receiver? The journey will be very difficult if this acceptance hasn't taken place yet in one's consciousness. I will explain how this has to be so, and any opposition to this truth will result in confusion. So you eat and you receive nutrients from your food. When the sun shines, you receive sunlight. The etymological meanings of the word receive are as follows: to accept, to take, rebuild, refill, and reset. So there is no battle of opinions here. There is no having to use ancient books to convince you that we are receivers. The very language that you speak tells you by linguistic experience, i.e. nouns, what receiver means. Okay, perfect. Now let's talk about what is being received. You. You are being received by yourself, and yourself is the being that is sending you to yourself, and the amount of yourself that you are able to integrate into your physical being is determined by the amount of yourself you can handle. And if you cannot receive yourself, then you will not be yourself, but you will still be living. So if you are still alive but you are not yourself, then who are you? Well, you would become an unconscious puppet in the play of the Matrix. You would drift into the hall of illusions filled with broken mirrors, all reflecting other puppets that have also been swindled out of their minds. Needless to say, there has to be some sort of deeper explanation to what I just presented, otherwise not everyone would have an opportunity to accept what I am saying. So, let's reverse engineer this. You are being received by yourself. This physical existence isn't all of you. Physical means tangible, able to touch, hold, smell even, but those dreams you have when you are sleeping, those brilliant ideas and intuitions you have, are all non-physical experiences that are not Earth-originated. How do you know this? Well, the Earth itself was created at some point. And that is a clear and obvious fact, this non-physicality that is a major part of you, and the component of you that is beyond space, beyond time. As stated before, when traveling through your dream, space, distance, and space holds no concept. Those are matters just for physical happenings. When beings are able to see future events that may be a warning and call of caution to prepare you for what's ahead, that is beyond time. Now here is where it gets interesting. So it turns out that the word impersonate literally means one who embodies the person or character of another. Also, one who infuses something with a personality. So in the prior chapter, we discussed the mask, or personality. Now we are going to figure out together what would want to impersonate or bind, infuse, or incorporate itself with the personality, and if doing so, what benefit would be obtained after the infusion was complete. Now this one is going to be quite a lot to unpack. This message in and of itself is a blaring horn to you, a vibration that seeks to stir within you the sleeping gems that are beneath the surface, the wave of frequency that has washed over you a countless amount of moments that were laced with questions that have yet to be answered, or even maybe they have been thought about only a few times, and the fact that they haven't been answered could be the reason for some of you why you have never asked again. I am here to tell you, today, those questions get answered. As for others, this may be confirmation, and for the rest, it will be answers that they knew, not that they had. So what benefit would there be, if any, from impersonating someone? Doesn't one have their own unique identity and mindsets that separate them from everyone else? There is no way that something beneficial could occur from impersonating someone. Now keep in mind we are saying infusing. As for the adepts, I need not tell you what seeks to infuse into others' personality. But I am assuming that there may be some of us who this is new for, so I will assume the latter and explain. Firstly, I shall mention that the personality is easier to infuse with than the soul would be because the personality is already a shaky foundation to begin with. The word persona is an older derivative of the word persona, which was a term used in ancient theater to mean mask, which was called persona. To mask, to cover. If something is covering something, then the something that is being covered cannot fully be seen for what it is, because it is covered. So the main thing that is being experienced is the mask or cover. Now a cover or mask can be used to hide or protect. For instance, someone has body odor. So in order to hide the fact that they stink, they use cologne to mask the smell. Then, there is a brand new phone, and you purchase a screen cover to protect the screen. As you can see, these words are interchangeable to some varying degree. I'm now going to translate this into the field of human conditions. If the words that I just used, protect, hide, cover, mask, are all differentiations of the word persona, which is person, which is the word used to describe a human adjacent to oneself, then it is quite clear that whoever has created these slated words knew precisely what was being done. So this word, I believe, was a description of what humans began doing as the consciousness began to fall, and simultaneously, civilization began to rise. So what is being hidden, protected, covered, and masked? Well, the true self, of course. As multiple magnitudes of the sleeping society began burrowing more and more into the dream of the matrix, i.e., cookie-cutter boxed-brained mindless puppet mastery, the other humans that witnessed this decided to fall into slumber as well, and the way in which they did so, and up to this point is still doing, so is by making, covering, hiding, or protecting their true self from the hive mind puppets. Why, you might ask? Well, obviously to fit in. Fit into what? To fit into a controlled, spiritually binding societal apparatus that has one purpose, and one purpose only. To strip anyone of their innate, unique, cosmic individuality that, if left for everyone to discover, would tear down the entire hive mind that has been implemented for thousands of years. This isn't about the fanfare of extinguishing the entire population. This isn't about the acquisition of money for the ones who have more money. Then there are things to buy. No. This is about control. Control of the most valuable resource in the cosmic tapestry of creation, your energy. This will be expounded upon in the next video, so stay tuned and hit the notification icon to be updated.